This video demonstrates a plastic weld repair on a cracked hull from a see-do switch. The primary damage consists of two cracks totaling approximately 45 inches that penetrate completely through the hull. Although this example shows extreme damage that should only be repaired by trained individuals, this same general technique also applies to smaller and more common cracks. The interior of the hull will be welded after the exterior repair is complete. Remove any components that restrict access to the crack. If interior access is not possible, a properly completed exterior repair may be sufficient for damage that is not severe or in a high-stress area. Begin by cleaning the damaged area on the interior and exterior of the hull using a dedicated plastic cleaner to remove any contaminants that could affect weld integrity. If the crack is offset and not flush, open it by grinding until the stress is relieved and the edges align. Once the crack is aligned, apply aluminum tape on the interior directly over the crack to serve as a backing surface during the exterior weld. On the exterior, grind a wide groove along the crack, keeping it centered and extending it about 1 to 2 inches on each side for reinforcing mesh. Grind a deeper channel directly along the crack line, grinding approximately halfway deep into the plastic. If the crack runs near a recessed bolt, avoid interfering with its functionality throughout the repair process. Sand the groove with 36 to 50 grit sandpaper to create a uniform surface. Using a nitrogen or hot air welder, weld a single pass of round welding rod into the deep center groove. This hull is made from a polypropylene and glass fiber blend, which see-do refers to as Polytec, so a polypropylene or polypropylene and glass fiber blend welding rod must be used. Ensure that both the welding rod and the base material melt together at the point of contact so the materials fuse properly. After the initial weld pass, inspect the area and add welding rod as needed to fill any gaps or low spots. The goal is to create a smooth transition between the welded material and the surrounding hull surface. Once the crack is fully filled, smooth the weld using the airless welder while using the nitrogen or hot air welder to reheat the material directly in front of the airless welding tip. Allow to cool and remove any unfused plastic from the edges of the weld. Cut pieces of reinforcing mesh to extend approximately 1 to 2 inches on each side of the crack within the grooved and sanded area. Embed the mesh by heating the area, pressing the mesh into the plastic, removing the heat, and allowing the area to cool before continuing. Work in small sections to ensure proper embedding. Leave approximately 1 inch between each piece of mesh. After embedding all the mesh, smooth any uneven plastic. Proceed with the weld by applying a pass of wider welding rod directly over the original crack line. Smooth the joints between sections. Apply overlapping passes of welding rod on each side of the center weld. These overlapping welds ensure there are no gaps along the main crack. Continue applying welds to fully fill the grooved area. These welds do not have to overlap, but they need to touch. Add welding rod as needed to fill any low spots. The repair can be left as is or sanded for a smoother finish. If sanding, begin with 36 to 50 grit sandpaper. It may be necessary to fill low spots with additional welding rod and smooth the welds. Sand using 80 grit followed by 180 grit. Finally, sand the entire area with 320 grit. To restore surface color, apply high heat over the repair area. Move the heat quickly and avoid concentrating it in one area. At this point, the exterior repair is complete. On the interior of the hull, remove the aluminum tape and clean any adhesive residue. Follow the same general welding process used on the exterior. The repair is now complete, and the boat is ready for use.